Well, I suppose it's finally time to do the exhaust review on my 2015 Chrysler 300S here. I had a MagnaFlow setup on it before. I have a different MagnaFlow setup on it now. You can check previous video linked below to the original. What I had before is I cut the mid mufflers out and I put MagnaFlow full-size mufflers on the rear. That's them right there. I have since gone with the MagnaFlow Magnapacks. I've seen some videos on them. I think they are the best sounding muffler that you can put on these Hemis. Got the SRT diffuser or rear valence, whatever, and some 4-inch tips that are not spaced the way I want them. Anyhow, let's do a cold start. It is not remotely cold outside, but cold start for the car. Here we are. Decently loud on the startup. I kind of feel bad for my neighbors right there. They have a newborn. Sorry about the 7:45 startups. But as it warms up, it does get relatively mild. When it fully warms up, it's just this really nice low grumble. You can already hear it starting to really tone down. Alright, let's do some in-car shots. Setup I had before, I had the mid mufflers cut out and I had the full-size MagnaFlow mufflers put in the rear, which I liked the sound. It was a much softer sound, not aggressive at all, very smooth. You could not hear that V8 growl really at all unless it was like low RPM. As soon as you got up in the RPMs though, I wasn't real fond of how it sounded, but it sounded decent inside the car. I actually Uber this car and I get compliments on it, but I think, you know, any traditional style V8 is going to sound relatively good regardless of what exhaust. But anyways, I got tired of the sound. It was too soft. I don't like aggressive, but I wanted a little more aggressive than what I had. In a previous video, this is exactly where I did a little pulling out of my street, so we'll do another one for comparison. Very smooth, sounds really good. Getting up on the interstate, let's see what we got behind probably a couple slow pokes. Let's listen. One thing I did notice when I changed out the mufflers is the car actually ran a lot better. I know that exhausts are known to only provide a few horsepower, but I really feel that the orientation in which I had those old mufflers was very inefficient. To get them to fit in the back, you had to put them in an unconventional configuration, and there was a lot of twist and kickbacks and stuff like that, and I think it was more restrictive than I realized, as I noticed after I put these MagnaFlow Magnapacks, which are in the middle of the car where the resonators used to be and the rear is just straight open tailpipe. This sucker runs so much better up top. Also, if you watch my other videos, you know that there was some intense drone with my previous setup. It drove me nuts. After Ubering all night, I came home with a headache because it sounded like I had a subwoofer going on 24/7. So I hated it. This sounds so much better. There is zero drone. Zero. I mean zero drone. I absolutely love it. And here idling, as you notice, you can barely hear anything. You just hear a nice low grumble in the background. It's nothing intrusive whatsoever. Got this loud, stanky ass diesel in front of me. I hate emission stuff, but these diesel with deletes, God, they smell like ass. Not the same angle, but it's the exact same spot. I did another run with the previous setup, so this should be a good comparison. Here we go. Really hope I was recording that. Well, I hope those shots were decent enough to give you an out-of-the-car idea of what it sounds like. Of course, these microphones never do an exhaust justice, but it's the best we can do at the moment. It sounds so good. In the car, it is not loud, it is not rowdy, it is not obnoxious. I do have one window open so that you can hear it better, but it's probably a bit of wind noise now. When I drive for Uber, I now get 3 times as many compliments on how the car sounds as I did with the previous setup. It's like every dude that gets in the car is like, man, what you got in there? What is that thing, you know? I think most people think this is a V6 for whatever reason, and then they don't expect, you know, just don't expect it to be the 5.7 Hemi for whatever reason. Man, is that thing Hemi swapped? You got the scat? No, man, it's just a 5.7 with some MagnaFlows. So A to B comparison, previous setup, stock manifolds, mid mufflers deleted, MagnaFlow full-size mufflers put in the rear with the stock valence and built-in tips. New setup, MagnaFlow Magnapacks, I'll get the number, in the middle where the mid mufflers were, then straight pipes out the rear into 4 by 12-inch rolled tips with the SRT or whatever, the round-tipped rear exhaust valence. Listen to that zero drone. Zero drone. I had a comment on one of my last videos with the old setup, and they're like, dude, you almost can't even listen to the video. The drone's so bad. Which I agreed, it was terrible. I don't know if you can hear the drone, but I bet if you're wearing headphones, you can. Drone's pretty bad in top gear. I played it off like I wasn't because I really wanted to like the setup, but the drone drove me bananas. I was constantly downshifting into 7th to get it a little bit higher up in the RPM range because this car cruises at 70 at like 1300 RPM, so it's really low in the RPM range, and so it would drone horribly. Now there's 0. But in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy this beautiful Sunday drive. All right, we're gonna do a pull right here. Let's see what we get. That sounds good. Oh, that sounds so freaking good. And listen to the deceleration. No pops and gurgles and burbles, and God, please get rid of those burble tunes. They sound terrible. I don't know. Today, the burble tune to me is the equivalent of the early 2000s Honda Civic with an exhaust leak that the dude thought sounded good. It doesn't sound good. It sounds like ass. It's bad for your engine. Please stop doing it. And then, yes, see, when we're just sitting here idling, it's not loud, it's not crazy, it's not obnoxious. You can barely even hear it in the background with the windows up. It is so quiet. Longest red light ever. Making my way downtown. walking fast. Something, something, I don't know. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's do a rev under the overpass here. Hello, Bobo. Oops. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the review. I know I was a bit all over the place. I'm going to try and edit this so it doesn't seem that way, but I appreciate you sticking around if you're still here at the end. My name is Andre. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. Please leave a comment, good or bad. Share with your car buddies. I'm local here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm looking for some meetups. The car community in this town is kind of weird, man. I wanted to touch on that too real quick, just while we're here, because I read a simple comment on the Chattanooga Car Enthusiast Facebook page this morning, and a dude just said, hey, where's the car meet downtown? And below were 30 comments of like, at your mom's house, or between that building and that other building, and just shit like that. Like, dude, we're just trying to hang out and have fun with our cars. Like, quit being little dick weasels. Answer the man's question. Why is everything, every comment got to be some sort of roast or joke or sarcasm or something, man? The internet fucking sucks. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that, man. Just, we're trying to, like, enjoy this together. And just all these comments, man, they're just, I don't know, they're just irritating. And I don't know, it's mostly the young guys. Y'all are a bunch of freaking young, like this freaking slammed fest, whatever, in Gatlinburg causing shit. It's all your fault. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed my little video today. Again, appreciate you sticking around. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. See you later. Bye.